You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandes and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Yo, welcome everybody to the All in Our Heads podcast. Happy Easter Jubilee of happiness and hopes and dreams extravaganza.
Wow.
I mean,
that is
it's a special day. Lots of Easter miracle. Actually, an Easter miracle happened for me today.
I saw that, and then it was gone. I tried to like it, then you deleted it.
Yeah, you know what it is? Sometimes like I'll post things, and I'm like, I didn't really get a joke out in this. I don't want just to tell people I have food.
Update people.
I don't want to update people on my life. I want to update with some sort of humor. Then I read it. I'm like, there's no humor in here. And then I couldn't.
But the people who were listening to the cast, they know.
Yeah. Well, my key lime tarts came.
That's
First
awesome.
off, Omaha Steaks was supposed to come tomorrow. All the tracking said tomorrow.
Right.
Doorbell rings. Dog goes nuts. What's on the front porch? Omaha Steaks, which was happy enough. But they already told me there's going to be no key lime tarts.
So you weren't even expecting.
Wasn't even expecting. I was like, just great. I'm going to have filet mignon tonight for
Right.
Easter. And I open it up. And I'm like, oh, caramel apple tartlets. Boom. Mixed berry tartlets. Boom. Slow cooker meal. Boom. Then I look. I'm like, key lime tarts. I got the last one.
What are they called?
Key lime tarts. They're like little key lime pies, like mini ones.
Right. And the other things are tartlets?
Tartlets. They're kind of like a pastry. Like we had the caramel apple ones today, bro.
Yeah, good.
Dude. I don't even. Bro. It's
Are you still doing intermittent fasting and then eating like this?
Well, I have been off fasting for about 3 days now. I've been ignoring the app. I just been like, I don't care.
Like, fuck you.
But I gotta say, even when I was intermittent fasting, even kind of eating, see, cause I've been pretty good. Like if I eat shitty food, I know how to like balance it out. So the intermittent fasting was still working.
Yeah, right.
Even though like I would have ice cream, but it's not. It's like a weekends I would do it. Like this tartlet was small. It's not like I ate a half apple pie.
No, you only have one tartlet then.
One tartlet, but they were pretty big.
Nice.
It was pretty big. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's pretty big for someone who doesn't want to get too fat.
How many tartlets do you get?
4.
Okay.
And so I got cheesecakes, the 2 types of tartlets, and the key lime pie. So I'm stacked for desserts for a while. So I got to start fasting just so I can eat these things properly. Yeah. Are we still streaming? I can't tell.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That's cool. So I'm trying to get this. I got to get. It's so annoying, this Facebook. Like I can't share it on my page very easy. It's like fucking annoying as hell. But I, you know, it was good that I just wanted to share that miracle of Easter.
Yeah, that was great.
Showed that the Easter Bunny and Jesus do exist.
Yeah, well.
I mean, there's no denying it now.
Oh, not now. I mean, if you aren't converted, you are now.
I mean, come on, dude. I was asking. Not only that, Jesus listens to the podcast because he heard me.
That's where that one upload comes from. So there's a lot of downloads of the podcast, and there was that one upload.
The one upload. That's Jesus.
That's Jesus.
And because it's the only rational explanation for it. Because Omaha Steaks sent me the email saying we don't have these. We're sorry.
Listen. Last podcast we discussed it in length. How you were not happy. Don't make it available on the website. Put a note up, something saying these aren't available.
Yeah, I don't want to harp on Omaha Steaks too much, but I got
this.
What?
Think about this though.
Yeah.
What if they would have done that, taken it off the list? Now you wouldn't have been disappointed, but you also wouldn't have had this Easter miracle.
That's what I'm saying. That's why Jesus helped.
Had to.
Because you can't see, putting my faith in humans was disappointing me.
Right.
I put my faith in the Lord. Tarts. Key lime tarts, because he knows that's my favorite.
So he was behind. So like he's trapped in this tomb, and he was like, hold on. Rolls the door open.
Well, now that already happened a while ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it happens every
Like he was just chilling. You know what I mean? And he had a moment, and it was just luck of the draw, man. Luck of the draw. He was just like...
The answer's yours.
He's been home on quarantine, so he's been listening to the podcast.
And so he could have answered any prayer out there today.
Now, he answered other prayers. I mean, tartlet's probably like a finger snap. Like tarts, just put the tarts in the box. It probably doesn't take a lot of Jesus energy.
Yeah, no.
Not a lot of mysticism, not a lot of magic. It has to split C's to get there. It's just like tarts in the bag.
peace in the Middle East, he's been working on for a while.
That's complicated. That's involving many different people, different personalities.
Absolutely.
He's kind of on the fence with that. He'll know.
Yeah, he doesn't know what side he's on.
I mean, everyone's right to themselves. I mean, so it's a big.
It's bigger picture.
Yeah. So, but
the
this was very cut and dry.
It's an easy one because then he could say, like, if his dad's like, "So how many miracles did happen today?" He could be like, "Oh, banged out of like 10 of them."
Yeah.
And then his dad would be like, "Oh, that's great," but he's not going to really get into the like what's ones. If he really gets into it, like, "So which ones did you grant?" And he's going to be like, "Well, was this kid he couldn't walk? Did I let him walk now? Oh, that's nice. What else? I got this guy, key lime pies. He's been looking for that."
Yeah, because he's seeing how good I've been living.
Yeah, no.
And it was just such an easy one.
Someone's arguing that you don't deserve it.
World peace is too hard, man. It's you know what I mean? He's got a lot of Easter eggs to deliver. He ain't got time for world peace.
You can't do that you're not banging world peace out on a Sunday.
Right.
You were just looking for some key lime pie tarts.
Yeah, it was either the Easter Bunny or him, one of them.
And he delivered.
They both work in mysterious ways.
Yeah, but the Easter Bunny's he's not working this week. I mean, I think
Easter Bunny's not working this week. Today's his big day of the year.
No, but think about it.
I mean, actually, last night.
Think about how bad that is for him.
I did see paw prints outside.
In the middle of this pandemic.
The what?
He's got one day a year to do this, and it's in the middle of this pandemic that he can't do shit.
Yeah, but I wonder if he had to wear a mask when he came in the house to drop off the eggs in the baskets.
He might have.
He better. If the Easter Bunny is not wearing surgical gloves and a mask, I mean...
Where's your sanitizer? Come on, hop along. Where's your fucking sanitizer?
Yeah. Actually, he probably wore booties, too, because I didn't see one rabbit print anywhere.
Here's the thing about this holiday. Hopefully there's no kids watching. I can give a fuck about
If there's kids watching this at 9 o'clock at night, they have awful parents.
Quarantine? What are we doing?
Yeah, but not putting on All in Our Heads podcast for your kids. There's so many. You're home. There's a million things for children to watch.
All right, let's just say there are people who listen to us. Not a lot of them are great parents. And they popped it on, said, "Kids, come and listen. These guys are going to talk the truth."
We want you to learn what not to do with your life.
Easter was the one thing I didn't give a shit about growing up because it was not attached to anything. I know, like, what I was learning in school was all the Jesus stuff and the tomb and the rising, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff.
The House of the Rising Sun?
Yeah. Yep. So I learned that in school.
Okay.
But the Easter Bunny was not attached to that. So, like, I come home and we did it, but it really had no real meaning. It just gave me candy. But my grandfather owned a candy store, so I candy all year long. So that wasn't a special thing for me.
Right. Well,
I mean, I grabbed Reese's peanut butter cups every single day.
True.
What are you going to do for me, Easter Bunny? You're going to bring me that fake candy fucking bunny that doesn't even taste like real chocolate? That's what you get.
Well,
nowadays
it's special because Ritu used to give me the C's chocolate eggs, and she can't deliver them.
Nowadays, you got specialty chocolates. You know, Lindt makes a nice chocolate. Dove makes a beautiful chocolate bunny. Different. It's different. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, 1978, 1979, shit chocolate eggs, shit chocolate bunnies. You do it. You eat it, but you're not thrilled. It's not awesome.
No.
You know what I mean? They're always hollow. But I remember...
You don't like a hollow egg?
The chocolate isn't amazing.
Yeah.
It's not great chocolate. Now, maybe we grew up poor, so maybe I was getting shit candy.
Yeah, you got shit candy. That's probably...
You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know until I was in my, mid-20s, good quality chocolate. I didn't know that. Just eat fucking regular shit chocolate. I mean, just was never anything special, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the only thing, like, once in a while, I would get a basket, and there would be a cool toy in there, like, because it was spring, usually something related to baseball was in that basket. So get like a new ball, maybe a glove, batter's mitt, you know what I mean? And then...
You got batter's mitts for Easter?
Batting gloves. Yeah, because it's spring.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I did. I don't remember that long ago.
In the basket. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go out, like, hey, like, and it was always like, Mike, go in the living room for a second. You're like, oh, I'll go in. Oh, hey, look at that. There was a basket. Now, the egg hunting thing, I was by myself, so there was no really egg hunts in an apartment in Jersey City. I mean, we had a house, but it was like, Jersey City. Where the fuck are we going for egg hunts? Like, you leave the eggs outside, they'd be gone in 10 minutes from the other degenerates in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? So,
crack egg hunts.
Yeah, exactly. So we didn't really do that until we moved to Maywood, and I was already in my 20s. And then my nieces and nephews would come out every Easter. Then it was really special because we would hide eggs out in the backyard in their little cute outfits, walking around looking for eggs. Adorable. You know what I'm saying? But as a kid, it didn't mean shit to me. It really didn't.
Yeah, and I was talking to my nieces on Zoom, like, how was your Easter? Good, I got this in my morning basket.
In their morning basket?
Yeah, they don't have a night basket, but because it was happening in the morning.
Yeah.
Got it in my morning basket.
Yeah, because that indicates that there's a night basket coming along.
I know, I was like, shit, man. My brother's giving out night. What?
Joe Fernandes is watching the cast.
Joe Fernandes is what? Well, I went into the, because I'm in the wrong app.
You're so dumb. You looked for your name, like Joe Fernandes is. That's you, Joe.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, I have two other Joe Fernandes on my.
Oh, you thought I meant like a totally different Joe Fernandes? I could have been. That could have been better, but it was you.
Yeah, but sometimes there's Joe Fernandes from Canada. He watches our shit too.
Oh, nice.
Could be
I don't
him.
know him.
I never met him either, but we've been Facebook friends for a long time.
I have a lot of Mike Gaffneys that follow me just because we have the same name.
Yeah, I got a few Joe Fernandeses that follow.
I've never once clicked add as friend because we share the same name ever.
No, but that Joe Fernandes, he's in Canada. The dude makes amazing garage doors, like custom, nice. So if you're in Canada and you need it, Google Joe Fernandes, Canada garage doors, Toronto. I think
a real niche market we're looking to hit, huh?
They're nice.
If you're in Canada and you're in the market for a fucking custom garage door.
These are nice sometimes.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying him advertising through us.
No, yeah.
Really
I mean, there could be one other Canadian that lives near him listening. Hey, you never know. I'm just putting it out there.
No, it's good. That was nice of you.
Yeah.
How do you know they're just because he shows pictures of them and
puts
stuff
pictures up, yeah. And I say, that's a nice garage door. Joe Fernandes.
Nice. He's like, great, funny post you did yesterday, Joe Fernandes.
That's what we do. We support each other. Two strangers share the same name. We support each other's careers.
That's nice.
Yeah, why not?
All the Mike Gaffneys that follow me don't have careers.
Yeah.
They're all degenerates, young kids usually in their fucking 20s. I don't know why they're so impressed with that we have the same name.
Yeah, I remember one time there was I was on a lineup somewhere, like in the city, where there was a Mike Gaffney on the lineup, but it wasn't you. And it was some young, it was like a bro dude, just like drunk.
Okay.
And he was like funny for being a bro. Like you could tell he wasn't gonna be. I was like, could you imagine? Like I didn't see the guy yet, but I'm like, but I knew it wasn't you, obviously, because you had told me we're on the same show together. And I see it, and I'm like, could you imagine if this dude just blows up?
Oh,
just crushes it, and then you're like, I gotta get a new name. This is insane.
There was a Mike Gaffney musician on YouTube. Like I think he was pretty good. I guess he would throw like guitar lessons up.
Yeah.
There's a couple of like a hockey player with Mike Gaffney's. There's really successful Mike Gaffneys. Then I'm with all the schleps that hang out on Snapchat.
It's like Michael Keaton's really Michael Douglas, but he couldn't be using that name in Hollywood.
No, it wouldn't work.
No, I don't think so. It'd be tough. Be tough to push. They make it a little harder to push through.
Yeah.
Imagine just showing up, fucking around, going to a talent agent, and be like, "What's your name?" Brad Pitt. 3 T's.
1 T, just 1 T.
He's
got 2. I got 1 T.
I got 1 T. Just send me on. It's gonna be tough. Just send me on auditions. He's got the looks. I got the talent. Let's go. They'll know who it is.
They'll know.
They'll be
like 1 T. Got it. What's up, Jordan Ferber?
Jordan Ferber. You got Don Mikulowski in there. Joe Conti's watching.
Happy Easter, everybody who comes in. You come in, you come out. I mean, it's pop in and pop out. It's kind of like, you're doing a show like in one of those fucking resorts. It's like, let me see what's happening here. Oh, it's good enough. And then they're out.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. This is like doing comedy on a ship. People, they do something, they get something to eat, they pop in, and they're out.
Well, that's what we're here
Jeff
for.
McKinley. Jeff said there's a Jeff McKinley on death row. That's really... You got to really search the fucking... internets for that, huh?
It happens to be this one that's watching. He's got internet service somehow.
And it's me, motherfucker.
So how was your Easter, man? In quarantine?
It's the same as it is.
Out of quarantine?
Yeah. Just go downstairs, get something to eat, hang out for a little while. difference was usually my like nieces and nephew come over and so just nobody really came. So just small crew, just grab some food, and then that's it.
I watched a good movie today.
What you watch?
The Mule with Clint Eastwood.
Great movie.
Great movie, huh?
Yeah, that was so good. Based on a true story.
Oh, that's based on a true story?
Yeah.
They didn't even put that up at the beginning.
Yeah, they did.
They did. I must have missed it.
Shocker. Would you happen to be scrolling your phone in the middle of the beginning?
No, I had my caramel apple tartlet. I was ready to go. Oh, no, actually, at the beginning we had pizza. And then tartlet was like halfway through when I paused it.
Oh.
To get the tartlet out of the oven.
Oh, okay. So you had some pizza to hold you over until the tartlet got out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. You're doing great on it. I don't even know.
Hey, no, this is quarantine, and it's Easter, and it's Sunday. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Am I trying to become?
So, I hear you, man.
Is there anything going to be sadder than be like if the news comes on, and be like, nothing we can do. Corona's going to wipe us all out. I'll be like, okay, let me stick to my diet.
Exactly.
No.
I just want to make sure I'm not giving out wrong information about that based on a true story, because I thought it was, and I just want to make sure before I say it was.
Jordan said, glad to see this quarantine situation didn't really change the way you do the show.
I think a dig.
I think a dig too. I don't know. It's kind of tough. Is he digging us or other people?
I think he's digging on us, but I ignore. You gotta ignore it. You know, like I ignore all the people who say, like your friends that come in and be like, "Hi, Joe." It's like, "Hi, guys, you fucking retards." There's two people doing a show, but I never say it. Oh, I love Joe. Me too. I love Joe too. There's two people on the show. Just show. You don't have to say that either way. Like if any of my, I'll tell you right now, if any of my it actually happened. My nephew from North Carolina came in and said, "Hey, Uncle," or Mike, or whatever. He said, "Cousin Mike," and I was like, or Uncle Mike. "Hey, Uncle Mike." I was like, "No, say what's up to Joe too." This is a two-man show.
Yeah, I remember he said, "Hey, what's up, Uncle Joe?" I was like, "What's up, buddy?"
Exactly. That's how you do it.
I mean,
but I always let your people go. I never say anything, and it happens a lot. They just come in, "What's up, Joe?" I know I'm not the likable one because I have a real strong opinion. You don't. You you don't really get that involved in hate and fucking anger.
I don't know. So, I think you're reading too far into it.
No. I'm not. But I usually let it go.
They love you, Mike. Everybody asks me about you all the time.
He said not a dig. Isn't it always you guys from your own places, Jordan? No, we've been doing it together probably for like 6 months, and then this kicked us back to the old way.
Yeah, At least we have the ability.
Yeah.
You know, to do the cast. People have been digging it.
So I've been seeing people post because I guess people are trying to catch up on Ozark. I take full advantage of this quarantine. I never watched the show until now.
I'm halfway through season 2.
I'm I guess a little less than halfway through season 3.
Okay.
I got through the first 2 seasons. It is a good show, but I'm going to be totally honest with you. I can care less if this entire family got murdered tomorrow. Like, I don't care about them.
Don't give me too much because I'm not.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm not even talking about anything.
Yeah, that's what we say. I don't love it. It's like I get through it. It's decent enough, but it's not like people compare it to Breaking Bad. It's like
get the fuck out of here.
The only thing close to Breaking Bad was the fact that it's a family that's kind of doing fucked up shit.
Correct.
But otherwise, it's not even close to the energy and fun.
And the fucking cliffhangers and the worry, like, oh my God. Like, this thing, like, it's always seems, I don't know, man. It seems like forced, injected, like, tension.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, and now this guy's here. It's like, oh, here we go. And you can feel he's going to be a dick, and then he's not a dick anymore because he's gone. Then here's, oh my God, this guy's here. And then he's gone. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The tension with Walt's wife and, you know, with Skyler and the kids, keeping it from his family, that kind of shit was way better than this.
Yeah, it was just a more fun show. This one's just darker, and I mean, it's shot dark. It
is, but it's like I'm trying to, like, you know how, like, I forget what shows it was, like that show Roadies I loved, and you didn't like it because you didn't give a fuck about the people.
Yeah.
I love the people.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
And Ozarks, I don't care. The people don't matter to me.
Well, I feel like it's like there's a lot going on, but nothing's happening. Like there's always a lot going on, but nothing's happening. There's a lot of storylines going on, but not like you're like what's like all right. Like I'm at the part where they're trying to build a casino and all that shit like that.
Yeah, right.
And you're just like.
But I'm saying like it just seems like almost like a soap opera. It's like forced, like, oh my God, this is gonna happen. It's, oh my God, this guy's gonna. It's like, ugh. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like, and I love him, but I don't like Jason Bateman's character. He's just like, I don't know, man. It's just like this is like a fucking zombie walks around this world, and I don't like. It's just the world doesn't matter to me, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it because I do enjoy it enough to keep watching it. But better than Breaking Bad? Have you hit your head today?
Not even.
How is this?
Not even close.
No.
But I've seen people post this week that they think Better Call Saul's better than Breaking Bad.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm a big Better Call Saul fan, so you know that.
Yeah.
I do. I've rewatched the whole series of Breaking Bad. I really do think Better Call Saul's a better story.
Well, yeah, this season's good. This season's the best, but if you never saw Breaking Bad, it wouldn't. I don't think you'd like it as much.
That's not true because they see that a lot of people who were not Breaking Bad fans are now watching Breaking Bad because of Better Call Saul.
Well, it's such a different story too. It's tough to compare the two.
The one thing about him that I will say is it's a one-trick pony, right?
Yeah.
It's Better Call. It's fucking Saul Goodman becoming Saul Goodman. However, the way they have written this character and all the people around him and how they've been able to write these characters that are kind of expendable because you can get rid of them before you get to where we know we are in Breaking Bad.
Uh-huh.
You know? Breaking Bad has more insanity. Season 1 of Ozark was the best season. Went downhill after that, in my opinion. That's Jeff. I am...
So weird. The chat doesn't update for me. I can't see what these people are saying.
It's tough. It's just hard to... So Nikki Smith wants to know how I like Dexter. I didn't watch it.
I love Dexter, but, I mean, if you talk about a show ending awful, that is one right there.
Really?
I mean... Even if I told you what happened to him at the end, you'd be like, what? Even if you didn't even know the show? It just was the worst ending. I mean, Dexter was good. I mean, hokey as shit. I mean,
right.
It was a cool story, but I mean, if Breaking Bad was a little hokey, this was like ultra hokey.
Right.
I mean, you know what it was kind of like, right? You know the basic of it. He was a serial killer, but he also was a blood spatter specialist for like the police.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, so
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's not a secret, but it's like, I don't know. It was fun. It's a fun show. Yeah. You know, I would tell people to watch it if you wanted to binge something pretty decent because Michael C. Hall's an amazing actor.
Yeah.
And the woman who plays his sister I like her a lot.
She's swell?
Yeah, I forgot her name, but she's pretty. But no, it's tough. It's just tough to end shows.
Yeah.
I don't think you can ever end shows properly. Breaking Bad did a really good job of it.
Yeah.
Then they tried like continuing that, and it was duddish.
Did you hear Don LaGreca had does his list, and he had top 5 series finales?
No, I didn't hear that. I haven't been listening to sports talk radio because there's no sports on.
So they do really well of carrying shows without sports content.
Yeah.
But it said so his number 1 was shit.
That's a good show.
It was good. That was the one when it ended. Fuck. Well, he had...
Shit, fuck. I haven't seen the finale of that show yet.
Shit, I can't remember them. We had 6 Feet Under was like one of his, like number 2, I think.
Yeah, that was good. It was a long time ago.
I think he had he didn't have Seinfeld. He thought it was horrible.
Oh, yeah, everybody did.
Yeah.
I think they purposely made it horrible.
Absolutely. Not even confusion. They did that on purpose. Like, here's shit.
Here's shit.
What else? There was one show that I really agree with. and I can't remember, about just how hard it is to. Basically, the topic was though how hard it is to end a show well. It's impossible because it's either going to be very corny,
yeah,
or too deliberate, or like you're going to see it coming. Sopranos they had up there. I think he had 1 or 2.
He likes Sopranos ending.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty good. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I like Cheers ending was good.
did he have that up? He might have.
Yeah,
He had. I think he had MASH just because it was of the mere the numbers that it got.
yeah. Trying to think. Yeah, I like Cheers because it was just Diane comes back. He just kind of shuts the door again. Just we're gonna continue on.
Right.
You know, just it was subtle, but it was good. But you know what I liked about the Cheers finale? It still had a lot of humor at the end. It wasn't like too sappy. It was sappy enough to close things up, where you saw each guy leave the bar and have like their moment. You know,
Conti's like we saw shit, but haven't seen fuck yet. And you still haven't started to watch Schitt's Creek.
No. I just
that series finale just happened this past Tuesday.
I watched series. The whole series is over.
Yeah, but it's 5.
Yeah,
5 seasons.
Well, that's good. At least I know that they wrapped it up, so it's not gonna be like a waste of my time. I like that when I have like, oh, okay, all 5 and they wrapped it up. Perfect.
Yeah.
No, I watched. Like I said, I've been watching Ozark. Don't love it. I'm really pushing through for whatever reason. We tried that show. We're trying to. I don't love that either.
Right.
I watched a documentary on sriracha sauce.
Wow.
It was only a half hour.
Whatever.
I like sriracha sauce. I didn't know much about it.
You didn't know much. I like. That's got to be the first time anyone's ever said that. I like sriracha sauce. I didn't know much about.
No, apparently not. 'Cause they made a documentary, and there was people in it that wanted to learn more, like I did.
Yeah.
It's 30 minutes on Amazon. I figured. I was like, wow, I am in quarantine and bored. I'm watching sriracha sauce documentaries.
So then, I said I loved that Friends. I loved Friends ending.
How did Friends end again? I'm trying to remember.
They all died on the train.
Yeah, that was a
Remember
good one. No, how did it end? Well, really?
No, they all like Rachel was going to take a job in Paris.
Oh yeah.
They Monica and Chandler got a house up in like Westchester. Joey was moving to L.A. to be to try acting out there. And I think Phoebe was getting married Mike.
She was going to move to Paris with her and Ross's baby.
Yeah,
he was going to go out there too.
He didn't want to, and they weren't going to be together. They were broken up. And it's like, I have a life, you have a life, and then they kind of had fooled around the night before she was leaving, and then she goes to leave, and she's on the plane, and he calls her and says, "I love you, don't go," and she's like, I can't do this, and get on a plane. So then she called him and like left on his voice on his answer machine. Ross, just want to tell you I feel horrible the way I left it. What am I doing? I love you. Let me off the plane. And he's listening to the message, and then you could hear the stewardess going, "Ma'am, you cannot get off the plane." And Ross is yelling to the answer machine, "Let her off the plane!" Like, she's got to get off. And then he's like, "Oh my God, did she get off?" And then she opens the door and she goes, "I got off." And they got back together. So I don't know if they were moving to Paris together or if she was going to stay in New York. I don't know how it was going to work.
I like that show. We were watching a marathon of that before.
Well, Friends?
Yeah, I was just napping on the couch, just in and out, just Friends. You
know what's amazing? How people viscerally hate it.
I don't know. It makes me laugh.
I love it. It's a chuckle fest for me. I enjoy watching it a million times. It's
chuckle
not.
Fest.
It's not. I like it because it's simple and it's fun.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's like gotta be what? It's got to be Parks and Rec for us to fucking be you can't. You know what I mean? It's got to be The Office or it's fucking.
Well, that's what I tell people. Listen, man, comedy is very easy. If people are laughing, then they like it. It's the easiest. Like people shit on the Big Bang Theory. Now I've watched it a handful of times.
But your wife loves it.
Loves it, and dude, you've never seen somebody cackling so hard from the other room.
Right.
No, another show she said is brilliant. She said Blackish. She said that is one of the funniest shows she's ever seen.
Oh, really?
I always hear her laughing. Like, what are you watching? She's like, Blackish. She said it's hilarious.
I never watched it.
I don't know it's what. I'm doing it with my
is that?
time, but I need
What is
more
that?
TV.
What is that one that just ended? Modern Family.
Yeah, yeah. She said that finale was
I've watched like 2 or 3 episodes scattered out. I have no idea
That's
the
a funny
storylines.
show.
Huh?
That's a funny show.
Yeah, I know. I never really watched
I
it.
never watched it regularly. I watch it like on reruns.
Okay.
But it's tough because not that you need a little bit of the background of everybody to kind of get some of the humor.
That's what I was like. Sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
get it all, but I knew it was a good show. You could tell it's a good show.
Yeah. I heard that show, that Ricky Gervais show, Afterlife, is really good on Netflix.
What?
I heard the Ricky Gervais show, Afterlife, is really good.
That's the one I want to. Because I just watched Extras. There's only 2 seasons.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about him and those guys like Stephen Merchant and all those guys. They write shows to be done. They don't write shows to drag out
Yeah.
35 seasons.
What was that Stephen Merchant show that I loved on HBO?
Hello, Ladies.
Dude.
How fucking good was that
How
show?
that got canceled, I have no idea. That was one of the
Either.
funniest shows I've ever watched in my life.
I loved everything about that show. You got to watch Extras because he's Ricky's manager
Okay.
in Extras and getting him work, and he's just really bad at it. It's fucking hilarious, man. He's the best.
That's awesome. That's all. Yeah, I gotta just start watching more shit. I was trying to find movies. It's so hard to find movies because there's just so much shit you have to sift through to get to.
Yeah, movies are tough to really get into. I mean, I enjoy a good hour and a half flick, but it is hard to find. It's hard to give a movie a go. Like, just like, oh, I wonder what this is. Let's just figure it out. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to tell the story in an hour. I don't know. It's just you don't have enough time to really get to know the characters.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's already over. It's like, oh, it was okay. So I love a series. Give me a good. It's hard. I mean, it's hard to get into them. But after I'm doing this, I'm gonna watch. But I've been wanting to watch is what the fuck with that girl Kathleen Rose Perkins, who I love from Episodes. Carol Rants from Episodes.
Oh yeah. But what's the show?
It's on Netflix. I'm not okay with this. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
James posted. Somebody asked what show should I watch, and he mentioned that show.
Well, if James likes it, it's gotta be good because he hates everything. He does. I
know.
Anytime, hey, did you watch that? Yeah, I fell asleep. Yeah, I fell asleep. I'm like, I think you should be tested for narcolepsy because how could you fall asleep for everything?
Yeah. I'm not okay with that.
I'm not okay with that.
I'm not okay with this.
I feel like I've seen a commercial for that.
It's on Netflix, and she was promoting it, and then I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. People are telling me you got to watch it.
Okay.
So after I'm done with these Ozarks, that's going on.
Boom.
I only got 4 more episodes of this show. I hope everybody dies at the end. So I don't want to watch season 4. I just want it to be done. Can't it just be done?
Yeah.
Let's just be done. We got it.
We got it.
You know what I didn't realize? It took me an episode, a series, like a season in like 2 episodes for me to fucking figure it out.
Wow.
The O, when the O for Ozarks comes.
Oh, the little things inside.
Or what's happening in that episode.
Yeah. No, yeah, I picked up on that in the first season. I love it. We just pause it at the beginning and be like, okay, this, that. Yeah, dynamite, fork, a swimming pool, and then tape.
Exactly. I realized that I watched it, and it was zip ties for zipping.
Yeah.
Right. I saw the zip ties, and then that episode they used zip ties. I was like,
It's a great storytelling device to get you like focusing on things.
That is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like that right there. Kind of feels a little like The Wire. Kind of like giving you an insight of the episode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. The show's okay. I don't care for anybody. I don't care about anybody.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't care about exactly. Actually, season 2, what was the guy that lit the opium field on fire?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He was the only guy I cared about for a brief moment. I thought he was a great character.
Oh, I like the way his voice.
Yeah, he just came in. He was the guy. Like you're like, oh, I like this guy. He's a likable guy, and then they kill him. You're like, all right, now I gotta hang out with these schmoes.
Killed him.
I mean, the storyline, he's dead.
Oh, you know that?
I know that. Yeah, he's not. Yeah,
Are you talking about the old dude?
the old dude that burned the poppy field, that set
Him.
fire to the poppy field.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
They killed him already in season 2?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
What
because
episode are you up to?
6. We just finished 6.
Oh, I guess he is. When did no. They didn't kill him. Who killed him? You all right?
I'm trying to think. I only watched it this afternoon. No, that was 2 days ago. I watched it.
They shot up the car.
I forget now. I can't think right now.
Dude, it's a very simple show. They shot up the car, man. The mobsters shot up the car. The fucking Mexicans shot the car they were in.
No, but that's not how that guy died. Who
I know.
Who'd you just killed and ruined for me? Fucking asshole.
You said the old man with the cowboy hat.
No, not the cowboy hat. That's his field.
Which one?
You
are you
fucking
talking about?
asshole. Now I know he's dead. See, I can't do this with you, you fucking asshole.
I kept
I
asking
told
you
you
who,
the
like,
guy
he
who
owns the-
burned the poppy field.
Oh, buddy.
Dude, you're
Sorry.
a fucking
Sorry.
asshole, fucking ruiner of a show.
And
You calling me the asshole.
That didn't happen. I was just fucking with you.
Oh my
So-
God! What are you, spoiler Mike now?
I didn't.
You look at me. They killed him. The guy who burned the poppy field.
I thought you meant
I
the
thought-
guy who
I thought
owned
you-
the poppy field.
I thought you said I'm okay, Spider.
I thought you said the guy who owned the poppy field.
No,
I'm
burned.
so sorry.
Burned. I assumed he was gonna die anyway, so it's not that big of a deal.
Okay. Oh my God. Shit. When you said episode 6, I'm like, man, I know that happens soon.
No, Buddy. Yeah, Buddy was a good character.
Yeah, Buddy was a good character.
He was the only likable character in the
The
first
only one.
season and a half that I've had so far.
You know who else I like? What's her name? The girl who owned the blue, whatever that is, the blue
She's
clan.
a little bit of nothing now. She doesn't really have a lot of spunk to the show.
No, but I kind of liked her. I do love fucking Ruth, the crazy redneck blonde.
Yeah, they're all okay characters. It's just there's nothing like, I don't know. I just gotta accept I don't like the show that much.
Huh?
I just gotta accept that I don't love the show.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
everyone's like, dude.
I know I'm not dude.
Dude, are you? Dude.
Are you caught up? It's like unfortunately.
Unfortunately. I don't know. I have like a big hole in my heart for like missing baseball, man. Like this weather, it just seems
I know.
so wrong to not have it on my radio.
I know.
To be like turning on Michael K at 3:00 to like either talk about yesterday's game or just anything, man. And the fact that I know in my heart that we're never gonna have baseball this year is
It sucks.
and speaking of, actually, there was one thing I wanted to talk to you about baseball. Justin Turner from the Dodgers had a good idea for extra innings in baseball, and I loved it. But I don't think they'll ever do it because he's like, we're blowing out pitchers, we're hurting people in extra innings, and like hockey has the shootout. He said you should have like a 10th inning extra to try and win it. Like maybe an extra one, but then it should be like I think he said that, but he wants to do a home run derby.
I thought so. Yeah.
That would be so much fun for the fans. You just bring out your heavy hitters, have a quick home run derby.
It would be. Did you hear the proposal about how they may, if they want to go ahead with the season, how they want to do it?
In Arizona?
Not that one. That was the first initial one.
Yeah, I don't like that.
They revamped it.
What's the revamp?
They want to have the Grapefruit League and the what do they call the Arizona League? Oh, the Cactus League, right? So they want to have play like teams, I guess, like West Coast that play on that side over there. They'll play games in Arizona. That'll be their league.
Okay.
People who play on the split the country play on the east side. They'll play in Florida.
Okay.
Because Florida has 2 close by stadiums. Arizona has a couple of close by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can play all day long. They could do games all day long, like 11:00 game, a 3:00 game, a 9:00 game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All night long, and then just So, but the league, they broke the league down. Like, in our league would be the Mets. Like,
I can't see that happening because it would mean nothing because it's not what you normally do. It would be like some weird.
That's the argument. It would mean nothing, but it would mean everything to people who want to watch baseball. And that's kind of, it would have like an asterisk on it. It's kind of like Don was always like, yeah, so what? It's different. It'll be different. It'll be an abbreviated season.
It'll be good, and it'll probably be like one of those things where you'll like get something for regular baseball out of this, like some new rule or new way of doing things like that you never even thought of. Right. You know, I mean, it's better than nothing. I mean, we have zero sports now. The UFC was almost about to, but then that got blown out, and then now there's this.
I mean, here's the thing. The only thing I have with problems with organized sports even attempting to try to roll out.
Yeah.
How can you ask the American population, the people, to stay at home, but this money-making thing we do with these athletes, they're going to do that because we need to make them businesses money.
Well, actually, they said on I forget what show I was listening to on ESPN, or maybe it was the Sports Reporters podcast. Mm-hmm. If the owners don't want to do it they'll lose money if they open the stadium and just have a game with no audience.
Yeah, no, they said most teams will lose more money by playing than not playing. Yeah. Because also the ad revenue on TV is not going to be a lot because no one's making any money. It's not going to spend money on ads.
Right.
So we already know that. I'm just saying.
Well, no, the ad money, you probably have a ton of people watching more than ever at home.
Yeah, but so what? You can't go out to buy a car. You can't go to
true.
Dales.
Yeah.
Nobody's putting that money out there.
Yeah, just got to start making Toyota coronavirus masks.
Or local. I thought local businesses and restructure your what it costs a local pizzeria to fucking advertise on the Yankee game. Then normally they can't afford that, but maybe you let them afford it. No, a little money's better than no money. But my problem is if you allow baseball players to gather and play, how are you going to justify telling the rest of the country they can't gather?
Yeah, no, it can't. It's going to change. Stadiums are going to be the last place that are going to be open. Stadiums and concerts.
I'm not talking about when it opens. I'm talking about trying to organize sports now and have us stay home while those leagues I just told you about. They're not if everything's open. That's playing baseball now with the stay at home in place.
Yeah.
So how would you justify allowing teams to play, but telling everyone else you can't go out and gather? You can't even go to the park and play baseball.
That's why they're not doing it, man.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the reason why it won't go. And that's the reason why it shouldn't go, because the morons, you put a video up the other day, I wanted to say something to you. I know you were pissed because there's a cop in the park watching that no one...
No, I know, because the morons ruined it, because they ruined my hiking trails. That's why I just find it ridiculous that in this day and age we have a cop at the local park.
Right.
To make sure people don't stand close to each other. I know why he's there. I wasn't mad that he was there.
No, but I'm saying he's there because people aren't listening to that rule.
I know. Dude, that day that I saw the cop there, the town came and put stakes in the ground with a sign that says these parks will remain open as long as you maintain social distance. The next day, people were playing basketball.
Right.
No, but other people misunderstood me like you did. I was just saying it's a fucked up. Listen, man, I know. I'll get political for a minute. I know these things have to be done because there's dumb people, but it is a weird ass slippery slope. It's just going to show you how our freedom that we have is really a marketing thing. Because in a heartbeat, they can take it all away from you like that.
Yeah, but you're 100% right. I mean, if you've been living in this world thinking that wasn't already there.
No, but I'm just saying, it's scary. It's scary to see that. It's scary to see that. And though I understand the need for it, I don't like it.
You don't like what about it? Because it's necessary.
I just don't like listen, man, everything's a slippery slope.
But when you don't like it, but it's something that you can't deny is necessary. So thank God we have those things in place because people don't listen without them.
Listen, man, fucking rolling as a cop. See, nobody's. Let me tell you something, man. I go to that park every day with my dog now. It's the only place I can go.
Right.
So I go in the morning and at night, and I see the cop. The cop is, dude. The moment the cop leaves, everybody rolls in. They don't have a cop there all day.
That's life.
I know, but I'm just saying, such a waste of resources.
Yeah, but that's another thing. You like crime. I hear that, and that is I'm only busting your balls. This has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
But you hear people like in towns that crime is not a thing anyhow. Like, there's more crime out there. Where? Now, I could see if they were bringing New York City cops to sit in a park in Parsippany, they'd be like, that guy's better resources used somewhere else.
They're forgiving shoplifting unless there's physical violence, and they're not pulling anybody over for speeding. People are flying up and down highways.
Yeah, because they don't want to get close.
Yeah.
I mean, that's wrong. But I'm saying, though, having a cop patrol the park, yeah, as soon as he leaves, all the morons come back out. Now, imagine if there wasn't that time break, they would just be out all day long.
I know. So I just don't like it. I don't like it. I can't believe that we're there. I can't believe we're there as a society. I don't like it.
We're there as a society because people don't know, don't act right.
I know. I don't like it.
You're in a country that's free.
It upset me that that's where we're at, where I'm walking a dog in a park and there's a cop watching me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want more over. I don't want that shit. I don't want a life like that, man. It's like I'm telling you, people are gonna get pissed and start fucking leaving their fucking house, man. You can't be fucking keeping people fucking home too much. And yeah, I know it's the right thing, but people are gonna fucking revolt, man.
Well, I think that those people are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Because it is the right thing. The right thing to do is say, hey, man, let's just hold out and see where this goes. The reason why there's got to be any authority in place because people won't do it.
I know, but I don't like it.
Right, but I don't like the people who won't do it more.
Me too. I don't like them either. I hate everything that's going on. I knew that the parks are going to get shut down 2 weeks ago.
I don't drink and drive. I don't drink at all, but I don't drink and drive. There's laws out there to prevent not drinking and driving and put you in jail if you do drink and drive. I'm sure I don't like overreach of government, but there's laws there for a fucking reason because morons will just drink and drive anyhow.
Yeah, I'm just talking about I'm talking about like a more overall thinking of it, of how easily we give up our freedoms for the illusion of safety. Just like after 9/11, how it's like, oh, I can't have bottles of soap in my fucking carry-on, but it can go. It's like we just give up our freedoms like that, and it's just so scary, man. It's just scary.
But here's the thing: we don't give them up because we don't really. That's the problem. That's the problem. To me, that's the thing that people don't. We elect of people to go to office to fight for things that we believe in. But when it comes down to little shit like that, like the Freedom Act, we had no fucking say so. It just happened.
We don't really have freedom.
Huh?
We don't really have freedom.
No. Freedom to most countries, but we don't.
I know.
But I really think that, truthfully, unfortunately, for our society, the U.S. society to work, you need freedom with fucking some not so much freedom.
Yeah, no, I get it. Listen, I get it. I get you need laws, you need shit like that. I'm just saying it's a little scary to me. It's just like the tip of the iceberg. It's just like the needle moving a little forward towards things like that. It's not like it's as bad as it's going to be now, but you just see it, man. I don't know, like you just see it. I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a slow erosion of you just like. Then they talk about, oh, let's track people who have it so we know where they're at all times.
Right.
Like they're doing in China. It's like, I don't want that. I don't need you tracking me. But that's what I'm saying, man. It's like these little slippery slopes. People just keep giving up little freedoms for the illusion of safety, and it's fucking scary to me. Yeah, a cop in the park is not as bad. I'm talking about the bigger picture of that.
Right, so you are putting that into the bigger picture. I'm not.
Well, yeah, it's because I like to think about things more than just in the moment. You know what I mean? I try to philosophize over what the fuck's happening. It's the weirdest fucking thing that's happening in the world right now. You know what I mean? And I like to philosophize about how odd this is on a weird level. Right. Everyone's odd. Everyone's stuck at home. It's fucking weird. We haven't seen our families for a month. We're stuck at home. We're on lockdown. We don't know when we're getting out. No one has any timetable. And then they just keep taking more and more from us because losers You know what? How about instead of shutting down for the people that do use the park, right? You just fucking go there and fucking give tickets to the people that are fucking up.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Now you got to shut down my shit because these assholes, and you got to sit there on patrol? Right. Get the fuck out of here. You should have been there 2 weeks ago handing out $300 tickets. That would send those motherfuckers home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. But it's like, no. Now they're saying, like, Murphy's like threatening, like, oh, if I see people doing that, then I'm going to make sure everyone can't even leave your house. It's like, right. Yeah, try that, motherfucker. People are already going nuts.
Yeah, no, it's.
But
it
I don't like how people are just. I don't know. It's just on a personal level. On a personal level, I just don't like how everyone just like, oh yeah, you know, like they're so trusting. I don't know, man. It doesn't sit right with me on a larger scale.
My 5 cents of my nickel worth of psychology on this end right here.
Yeah.
You're at day what? 24, 26? Do we even know?
I think if I look at my calendar, the last time I left this house, like to be in public.
Aside from going to the park.
Yeah, my last show was March 7th. Let's see. So I've been home since about the 13th of March, so about a month.
Okay. Right?
Yeah.
So about a month.
Exactly. The 13th I came home and I never left.
So all the things that you're experiencing and thinking and getting more and more upset about are normal, right?
Yeah.
I think half of society who's doing this thing is like, what the fuck? It's like you have some hope, then you have no hope. Then you're like, what the fuck are we doing? Then I get what we're doing. I get it. It's not normal for people to be stuck in their homes. It's not.
Yeah.
So, of course, you're going to think all kinds of crazy thoughts.
But they're not that crazy, though, man. I'm just saying it's just.
I'm not saying they're not crazy. They're crazy. I'm saying, though, that they will get fucking exaggerated under the circumstances you're in. They will.
Could be.
In your mind.
Yeah.
They will get exaggerated.
Yeah. No, but I think people need to think about those things. I think people don't like
and there's people who are like, fuck, I'm out of here. I'm going out because they ain't going to do that to me. And they're retarded. So
yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I just don't like
There is no fine line. And there's the people who are like, oh, they're taking control of us. They're taking our liberties. And there's people like, no way, not right now. And they're already just fucking, they've been doing that since the beginning. Because you know what? They don't give a, they fucking think the government's like that to begin with anyhow. So they're not listening to anything. They think this whole thing is a scam. Those people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't like it.
Just see some people. Yes, it is. If you want to go and you can take your brain and put it, you can find how crazy this is and how fucking disturbing and how quick the government can take control of everything. Like that.
Yeah.
And all they got to do is tell you that there's a virus and people are dying. And you run to your rooms, you run to your homes, you're like, what should I do, big government? And they're like, we got them.
Yeah.
That's easy how it can happen. However, with what's going on, it is a legitimate reason why that part isn't made up. So to say this is what's happening is like to say that isn't real. And when if you know nurses and doctors who are actually working, watching people suffer like they've never seen suffer, they're like, oh, it's real, man. It is real. We got to slow this down because we don't know how to stop it.
Yeah, but it makes no fucking sense to me, man, because you're shutting down my damn parks. Yeah, people can go into fucking Walmart, stand next to each other. The subways are still open. Actually, less subways. So more people are crammed in subways. So some in New York is still happening. New Jersey Transit's still happening. People training in and out of New York, and I can't walk my fucking dog on a trail because I'm spreading coronavirus? Get the fuck out of here.
It's there's parts that don't make any sense.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all bullshit.
But it isn't all bullshit.
But the thing that's spreading most of it is still happening.
See, the subway system in New York is a necessity for.
Why? If you got to stay home.
Not everybody does, because there's essential workers that need to move around.
Yeah, but they shut down most trains, so now the trains are more crowded than ever.
But it's mostly essential workers. You can't just roam around. I think I have a paper I'm supposed to show if I want to travel anywhere like across the board. I'm supposed to show why I'm doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, going to Walmart, I mean, they were loose on that. Go to the supermarket, go to Walmart, go to Target, buy what you need, your necessities. Now they started to like realize, all right, we need to be a little tighter on that. So now they have the spaces. You can't. They have all the control registers. Like if you go to like Acme, you can't. Like there's a spot for everybody to stand on. They don't let you just bunch up. You can't just go to the registers. You're held off on a line. Then you're brought when a register opens. So they're trying to maintain some sort of distance and try to control it. But then you still see the fucking morons with nothing on their faces. 3 people coughing all over each other. It's just like no one. Yeah. Some people just don't
I just
care.
don't like the look of police like just around and everything. I just don't like the look of it.
I know. I hear you.
I don't like it
either.
I don't like it. Now they're talking about. I forget where they're doing it, but some cities sending drones around to see if people are not social distancing.
Right.
Drones with speakers telling them they'll be arrested. What the fuck, man? That's fucking creepy shit, man.
So take all that away and let everybody just social distance and go figure it out. Go back to work and figure it out for yourself. That's the answer. Tell everybody fuck
No,
it.
Here's my problem. Problem is we get this stuff won't end once this ends.
But that's
the type of surveillance. Once they start surveilling you.
No, I get.
Even Obama was involved with surveillance and shit. You know.
I don't like that either. I'm not saying.
But I'm saying that's what happens. They start doing it, and then when this is over, they keep doing it. And that's how you slowly give away your freedoms.
But so now this thing happened, and we're in the middle of it. So the only answer for you right now is fuck it. Release us all. We're going back to work. We don't give a fuck.
No, who said that?
That is the only answer, because if we're trying to control it, you can't allow it to just not go on uncontrolled then. Unfortunately, people aren't just doing it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying they should just control it a little better out there. If there's no one out there on the roads working, so the cops don't have much going on, they don't want to go to unnecessary crime, then go to these fucking parks and just fucking put out tickets. Leave it open for people that are using it well.
Better work, but then you're not going to like that either. But they should do better work at that. I'm just telling you what they're doing at Acme and in ShopRite, letting a certain amount of people in. That you would be like, oh my god, that is what the fuck is happening? It's like a bread line in fucking Russia, right?
Yeah.
What you feel like you're looking at this line down a parking lot of people just trying to get in a grocery shop, right?
Yeah.
But any other way makes no sense. It's like if you would have, like in the beginning of this, when everyone can just go grocery shopping and they try to make these little arrows telling you what aisle to walk up and down in, it just made no sense because it's like the place got 175 people trying to go up in a fucking aisle.
Like I said in that post, I said this is a nice experiment in freedom. It is. Right. It's just a nice experiment. It's like we're in the middle of an experiment right now. You know what I mean? And it's like kind of showing socialism in a way,
right?
And how it's not as easy as it looks on paper when someone talks about it. How to just give people you can't even get money out to the people.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's just not when people aren't working. There's just not enough food. Like the government can't help you like you think it can.
Right.
Like you need the economy that we had. So in a way, it's kind of good because I'm hoping people are learning how it's not going to be that. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Right.
Relying on the government for your assistance.
Yeah, especially when no matter who's in charge. I'm not going to get into that. Especially when the government really wasn't prepared for this. Who could be, you could say, who knows who could have been. But they weren't really prepared to be able to handle the influx like it was going to happen.
Right.
Not prepared. Like I got my niece, she stopped working. She works at, I don't even know what company. They own like Baby Gap, The Gap, Nike. It's like one big company, you know what I mean, that owns all these kind of stores. She works, one of the stores. And she got released because they shut everything down. So they just go home until we need you again. She's been working for them for like 7 years or 5 years, whatever it was. She's filled out filled out her unemployment, and it just says pending for the past couple of weeks. There's no answers.
Yeah.
And there's nobody really to reach out to because nobody's going to be able to help her right now. It's too busy.
It's sad, man. Dude, I was listening to John Taffer on Sirius.
Yeah.
the guy host of Bar Rescue.
Mm-hmm.
He's like he feels he doesn't feel that the restaurant industry will even come close to rebounding from this, as well as performance venues.
Mm-hmm.
He said because he goes your typical. He said even comedy club, because he was talking to Jim and Sam. He's like, if you're 100-seater, you're gonna have to socially distant probably with these new rules. They're gonna be you'll be turned to a 50-seater.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like theaters are gonna be. Movie theaters are definitely gonna be destroyed because they were on the way out anyway.
So his thought is that what do you call it? That there would be no this whole social distance thing will keep going.
Yeah, because we'll put it this way: until there's a vaccine, which could be
right.
If you listen to any doctors on there, 18 months that they're saying
months.
is wishful thinking.
Right.
Some vaccines take 5 years.
Right.
10 years. Some of them have taken. You know what I mean?
What I think will come before the vaccine is treatment for people who get it.
Right, but are people? First off, he was talking about how a lot of these restaurants now, all the money they had in their restaurants, because a lot of restaurants and comedy clubs and small venues, they're not rolling in it. They're low margin business, so they lost all their food, whatever. So the government's got to bail them out. If the government doesn't bail them out, then the farmers and the people, the food distributors aren't going to have the sale. It's a fucking
domino effect.
But if a guy has a 100-seater and now it turns into a 70-seater or a 50-seater because you have to keep people a certain distance apart,
right?
That's going to trickle all the way down.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he doesn't think big shows will be happening till at least the late fall.
Right.
Theaters or concerts or. Mm-hmm. It was a very dire, but he's in that business, so that's why it was kind of like making me scared. You know what I mean? Even you listen to what was it? They do a show with the. I think our live got interrupted.
Did it really?
I don't know. I can't tell. Oh no, we're still live. But all these comics are on Zoom now talking about. Would they come back if a comedy club opened, say, next week? If they said, okay, you guys can come out, would you go perform? And a lot of comics are like, I'd probably give it 3 weeks.
Well, listen, this thing is, the scariest part of this is when you hear someone who gets it, and some people are fine, but then you hear how it just ravishes some people.
Yeah.
And there's no stopping it. And you see some of that footage of hospitals with these people with these fucking bubble things on their head. And you see them struggling to breathe. You're like, man, that's scary shit, man. I don't want that at all.
Yeah, it's so scary, man.
So you're right. If they were like, hey, we don't really have this under control. We kind of got some medicines that might work. We don't know if it'll work on you. But try to wash your hands. And if you can maintain social distance, that's great. It's like, man, I don't know if I want to jump back into that fucking hurdle, into that group yet.
Yeah, it depresses me, man, because I just feel like I'm not going to perform stand-up till 2021.
Right.
It's heartbreaking.
Absolutely.
I heard big name comics moving their dates to 2021.
Yep.
You're like, fuck. If that motherfucker start his tour in 2021.
No, it's not promising. I mean, and it doesn't sound like it's near an end.
Now, on a creative note, because it's basically going to ravage the industry. But as artists, you always I've always just found new, different ways to create.
Right.
And do you think this will evolve? Do you think a lot of comics will evolve to be funny in other ways if they can't perform stand-up, or you think they'll just drop out?
I think there's going to be a large portion that drop out because they were barely working to begin with.
But even if you're barely working, if you could find a way to be funny, can you only be funny being a stand-up, or are you a funny person that can create funny shit?
Well, my point was, I think a large portion who would just entertain, stand-ups, go on stage, hang out. A lot of them are going to just be done.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's a lot of people who you know them. You know them when you met them. they're doing the show. They're doing another show. They're always got their computer open. They're fucking. Oh, you see him on an audition for a commercial. He wrote he wrote a fucking sketch. Those guys are gonna thrive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's guys right now who are just writing all day long, writing scripts. Those guys, there's gonna be a big boom in some funny ass. I guarantee you.
Sketch comedy is where it's at right now, man. If you could do some sketch comedy.
I guarantee you, in next year when this all settles in and we go, I guarantee you there are going to be some amazing movies made, hilarious, deep, dark, great films. Because everyone who was creative, who didn't have the time to really settle in, got plenty of time, and I think they're going to pump out some great stuff.
Every movie, everything's got to reference this because it's happening to everyone.
I know.
It's like you could never do like a 1940 a movie that takes place in 1940s and ignore World War II.
Right. Yeah, exactly. No.
You know what I mean? Like you can't like anything that takes place in 2020.
No, it's
has to reference
doing a
this.
movie in the like in the 60s about when did Pearl Harbor happen? What year was that?
I was in the
40.
Yeah, 1940.
Just like doing Pearl, like just
I don't know, baby.
doing a movie in Hawaii, 1940, just about Hawaii.
Yeah,
like, that's it. What about that thing behind you that just blew up?
And you think like how many you think comics will avoid fucking coronavirus? How long do you think until comics are just not talking coronavirus on stage, or do you think they'll be so sick of it they won't even talk about it on stage?
I think if you're the host of the show,
the host has got it. That first MC, he better come out with some bangers.
He better, and he won't because he's not gonna, because all the great ones are gonna do the great ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I've written some jokes that I probably could do on stage, but would I? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like fucking Tinder jokes. It's like
Michael Somerville did he was the funniest of all stand-ups so far. He just was sitting at his desk. I think it was today or yesterday I saw the video.
Right.
I guess he just wrote a bunch of jokes just about, and he didn't act like he was doing stand-up. He was just in front of his webcam, and it worked
exactly
because it was so funny. He had me, because it's like, I can't do these. It's all about, all these jokes about being home with his girl and stuff. And
right.
It was the best form of trying to do stand-up I've seen.
Yeah, if you're doing stand-up right now in this, whether you're doing it live or on Zoom or whatever the fuck you're doing, you're going to have to talk about the coronavirus.
A little bit, yeah.
Because everyone's in the middle of it watching you.
Yeah.
You're not going to mention it at all? You're going to talk about going to the beach? You're going to talk about airplane food?
Did you see Saturday Night Live last night?
I wanted to, but I didn't.
It was tough.
Yeah?
I mean, some stuff was funny, but... You know what it is? Watching Bill Maher, watching John Oliver, watch Saturday Night Live, watching...
John Oliver does it.
What?
John Oliver is the only one that nails it.
No, but you could... I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying you really see the importance of a live audience in all of these. I
agree, except for John Oliver. He is the only one I've watched so far that I am totally in. Like, he doesn't... I don't even realize he has no audience.
I only watched him the first week, and it was tough.
The first week, because he knew it was tough. I watched 2 other 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Even I saw people tweeting, like celebrities, like I forget who it was, like Jimmy Fallon, all you guys are doing it, but no one is doing it as natural as John Oliver for some reason.
Yeah.
Because I also think, although John Oliver had an audience, he never acknowledged them.
Right.
Being there. He acknowledged us.
Yeah, like Bill Maher needs the audience.
Bill Maher always does his monologue in front of an audience. You know what I mean?
At least he got better cameras this week.
Huh?
At least he got better cameras this week.
Yeah. But like he'll acknowledge his audience in the show, like, shut up to them. John Oliver always is talking to the people at home.
Yeah.
Never, even when people laugh in the studios, you never see him respond to the laughter, or if it falls flat, you don't see him respond. He's just always talking to the house. And I don't think it's a big jump for him.
I have him on the DVR. I have to check out some of them.
I guarantee when you watch the next 2 weeks, you'll see. You'll be like, oh, shit. But most of the people who are doing it through their computers are not. It's not good. And I keep, people ask us because they love us. Like, I don't have a million people demanding my live comedy, but I do have some.
Yeah.
Hitting me up. Hey, man, you ever think about doing a show? Do a show? Can you do a? I just got like an NA call the other day. Hey, you want to do it? You got one too, right?
Yeah, I got a few that I've turned down.
Yeah.
One paid, and I said, no, I'm all right.
What?
I got one pay offer too.
Yeah, this was a volunteer one. I was like, listen, it's not about me saying no and giving my time. I'm home. It is going to be brutal, and it's not going to be fun for me.
I told it was the one woman. I said, listen, I'll upload clips of my act all week. You can go to my. Right. I'll put out my material where I perform. I have a bunch of video.
Right.
And I'm sure by the time I get back on stage, I can burn some of this material just putting it on YouTube because I'm sure I'm just going to want to just. I always wonder how long it's going to take me to get back in the swing.
Right.
After months and months of not doing it.
Yeah, how do you go on?
Or are you even going to have any connection with that material?
Yeah,
because it's like such a different life you live now.
Right.
Like I feel like I'd feel so phony that first few times on stage. Like
100%.
Like I don't know.
No, you're ignoring the big fat elephant in the room, basically.
Yeah.
Even so, probably the first couple times, especially if you have a show, week 1, week 2. 5 days after it's all over, you're going to have to acknowledge it.
I know you're going to have to talk about it in some way.
Yeah. So then you do like a joke, whatever joke that you loved to do. You know what I'm saying? My joke I think I'm going to go to is, so a guy ate a bat and now I'm an expert in tiger rescues.
Yeah.
And then because everybody knows tiger and what happened.
Right.
I'm like, yeah. I go home, I watch 7 episodes of some redneck that raises tigers, and now I know everything I need to know about rescues. And that probably will be my only thing I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got to
I wrote some stuff about my anxiety with this and being in quarantine, but it won't play over I need to do it for an audience for it to work, Yeah, and I'm actually starting therapy back next week. So I'm sure maybe I'll get some stuff from that because I'm doing teletherapy. So we're going to see how that works.
Yeah, I've been doing it. We skipped today, but I've been doing it every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, man. He offered. He's like, let's not lose this. Let's just take your time, and just do it. I'm like, all right, cool, man.
I've been off for a few months of it. So I just feel like I need it because I'm going kind of crazy. Just not feeling myself.
See,
But it's weird because everyone else is kind of off too.
See, I feel bad because I know most of you guys are all in the same boat. Haven't left your house since the 13th. Yeah. I go out every day, 5-6 hours. I interact with people. I talk to people. Hey, how's it going? Every day. So I don't know that.
Right.
I don't know what it feels like. I come home at night and I'm kind of don't like always being home at night. Saturday, I don't know work. I don't really have nowhere to go. I go to Dunk's to grab coffee and come back home.
I'm just curious, when I'm done, I feel like this whole thing's really just changing me. It's just it's such a weird thing to go through.
Yeah,
it's just so weird. I think about how everyone's going through it at the same time. When has that ever happened?
Never.
And I just feel like I'm I've never been the only time I can say I was cognizant of myself mentally changing was early recovery.
Right.
Where you were just in a disaster, then you're kind of coming into this recovery thing and you could tell you're being changed.
Right.
And I'm just I feel like I'm not going to look at life the same after. It's are the same thing's going to be as important to me? Because I don't think society's going to be the same. It's going to be so different.
I don't think so.
It's not. I think it's going to be a lot different.
I don't think so at all.
No?
You know why?
I think it's going to take a while to get back to normal.
But do you know why I don't know it will? It's if it will, because 90% of us want it to be normal so bad that once we have a chance for it to be normal, we're going to go to normal.
Yeah, if it were able to be normal. That's what I'm saying. We still don't know how we're going to have to be amongst this thing.
Got it. So we may have some adjustments to do, but I think that we all are dying to Do you know how good it's going to feel for people to like put their keys in their car and go to work that first morning?
Yeah, but like for how long people are going to be out of work and how poor they're going to be when we all go back, and how industries are going to fall, and like it's just going to change the fabric of society for a while, I think.
It is going to change it, but I believe as our spirit, we want it to be, yes, will we be a little more depressed, sad, fucking struggling? Yes, but I think we're all going to want it to be better. I don't think we're just, like, for it to change, we basically all have to put our hands on and be like, this is fucked, we are fucked. And I don't know if we're all going to do that.
Nah, I don't know. That's the interesting, scary thing about it, because you just don't know. That's like the one thing I agree with Trump on, where he's like, doing this will eventually kill people too. Like staying home and not getting things moving will eventually lead to suicides and what?
Of course, that's no. I mean, anyone who thinks that the way we're doing this life right now is sustainable for fucking months and months on end is, of course, we know it's not. That's why now is the time for anybody who's can make shit happen. Make shit happen now. Make shit is whatever they can do. Let's get it the fuck over with, because there's no way we're all doing this for 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, we may not have a choice, but it's not going to be sustainable. The whole world isn't going to be able to live. I'll tell you one thing, though. Fucking global warming probably stepped back a couple of notches.
Oh, they've already shown how the pollution, especially here on the East Coast, has improved so much.
You bet your birds are like, what the fuck was happening?
That's what I was texting with my brothers, because my brothers, they're a little bit more opposite of me. They're very they're not really that liberal. I'm more in the middle, Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, it's just Mother Nature just sent us home. Like, hey, you're fucking my shit up. Just go in the house. I gotta clean this shit. Here's a virus. The only way to get you guys home is to fucking send out a virus. So I'm sending out a virus, so I gotta kill a few of you, but you're fucking up my shit. And now I gotta clean it up. It's like mother sent us to our room. Mother Nature. Go to your room. I'm cleaning up, and if you guys fuck this shit up again, you're grounded for life. That's it. Then you're gonna live like the Jetsons. You're gonna have to build houses in the sky because you fucked it up down here. And stop fucking boiling bats.
Yeah, that's the one thing. China's got to. I mean, if you're not gonna regulate the way the fuck you do things over there, then maybe we don't come to your country. Maybe we shut it the fuck down, and maybe you guys figure out that that's not the way the world's doing it anymore.
Yeah.
What the fuck you doing over there? Well, somebody put a meme up. I don't like memes. I'm not really big. If I make one, I like it, but I'm not really a big guy going, oh, let me share this person's funny thing that he said. Unless it's someone I know. I don't like just somebody created a meme. But there was one, if Adam and Eve, how the snake, if Adam and Eve were with Chinese or something, and the snake offered them the apple, they got the snake on like the spigot. They're eating a snake.
That's funny. I mean, tell you, man, one thing I did like Bill Maher, and he rarely takes Trump's side on anything, but his whole monologue at the end about the China virus and how I didn't know what half of those were named after. I didn't know MERS was Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome.
Yeah, I know.
I had no idea, but it does. That's one thing I love about Bill Maher, man. He does shit on liberals for trying to be too much.
That's what I took from that. Like, he's basically saying, shut the fuck up with some of the shit you want to fight about.
No, it is, and it's like, yes, it did come from there. Yes, it is their fault.
100%, and I think that's where it needs to stay. But it already had a name. I don't think they were not naming it the Chinese virus to protect Chinese people. They named it COVID-19 because of the year. I found that out.
Yeah, I found that out, the year, and I found out too. But all those other ones had names too. Spanish flu had a name.
But
you know what I mean?
But you had coronavirus that we all been saying for 4 months. Was someone going, hey, man, we need a new name for this thing. I thought we just had it named.
Yeah.
So where it came from, though, we definitely need to fucking address that shit and how there's no fucking regulations over there.
But like his thing, the liberals are just as non-genuine as Trump is. Trump calling it that is just as not genuine as the liberals saying that's a problem.
Right.
They're both being not genuine. It's like,
correct.
It's like, dude, you guys are about to run an Alzheimer's patient for president and lose, so you all need to shut up.
Yeah. There's nobody else It is what it is. And
It's,
hopefully people don't think, well, I can't vote for him. Like, oh, good
they're
Lord.
not going to vote for him. It's over. Let me tell you something. If Biden wins, that'll be the biggest upset in the world. There ain't a chance he's going to win.
Well, it ain't
over,
a chance
Johnny.
if we say there's no chance. I can tell you that.
Oh, I'll tell you. Put it down.
I get it, but if you don't put out, if you
They're going to
continue
push somebody else. They're going to get somebody else before the time comes. They're going to push somebody else by the convention.
Who?
They don't like this. He stinks.
Who's left?
Just push it. Do what they did last time. Just steal it from him and give it to somebody else. They did that with Hillary.
But everyone's out.
Yeah, but they're going to get like Cuomo or somebody.
But everyone dropped out. Now you got to say, oh, we're having new primaries after the primaries were done.
No, they're going to ignore the primaries like they did the last time.
No, they didn't. They ran the primaries and at the end took it, but they didn't.
Yeah, but this disease is going to change everything. They can't.
No, I know, but you can't just have primaries and then go, well, they didn't count. They counted last year. They counted last year with fucking Sanders. They just snatched it from him. But you can't go, all right, everyone voted already? All right, we have a new guy. It's like, well, we don't get to vote for him? Nope. He's the guy. That's not going to work either.
You think he'll win?
I don't know, but I'm not going to say he's not going to win.
No, but gut feeling. Do you think that guy?
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think that guy speaks more to the middle and to the other side a little more than Bernie did. Unfortunately, Bernie was way over there.
Actually, I think this disease is the best thing to help Trump win the presidency back.
To win it back, he already has it. What do you mean win it back?
I mean, to win it back, he has to win again to have it back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I don't think they're going to vote him out in the middle of this.
That's like a war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because
it's so because you know what it is Biden can't go and like even campaign. He'll look so weird.
Right.
Like
100%.
shitting on the president during all this.
Or you can't even campaign because you can't have rallies.
Yeah, but people like it's almost like I think it will come off weird even if you did. Yeah, if you did it on TV, like it's just everything's gonna be so weird for him.
It's gonna be weird. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be weird, man. It's definitely gonna be weird.
I can't believe he's the most charismatic. He'll be the oldest elected president if he wins. I can't believe that is of all the smart people in America, of all the political people in America, of all the people that want to do this for a living.
Well,
that's the guy.
If you put primaries, fucking, they didn't vote for the people who had a better chance. I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't vote for the people who had a better chance. There were people there with smart people, man, who kind of spoke to everybody. You know who they didn't speak to? The people way on the left. Way on the left.
It just goes to show that they have no message. That's their problem, man. Their whole message is not Trump. They don't have their own message.
But see, there was some that did. What happened was the ones all the way over there on the left were getting the voters out, and the fucking middle guys who were trying to be like, well, listen, we can't do all of that, but we can do some of this. Let's not, they weren't getting it. The centrics and the middle grounders weren't getting it. And they should have, because they're the ones who could speak to everybody. The ones far on the left can't. So I think Biden is the only one that kind of speaks at least to some people in the middle.
Yeah, we'll see.
He doesn't reach the people on the left, and you got the people on the left going, well, it's not Bernie, it's nobody. It's like, then that's just, what were you voting for? I don't understand.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's a landslide loss, because if the young people didn't come out for Bernie to vote him in the primaries, they're not coming out for fucking Biden, and I think it's going to be a worse loss.
Right.
I do. I just feel it. You know?
We have no control over it.
What?
We have no control over it.
That was interesting to think about.
Yeah, I guess. I try really hard to be positive and optimistic about everything. I try. It's not easy.
Yeah,
I try. I don't like to just be like, it's over. We're never going to be able to do it.
No, I'm not saying it's over, but it's over. I'm just saying I'm just disappointed that was. I was hoping for a more fun candidate that I felt. I think
was that
Bernie
drunk?
would have been a better debater and everything with him.
Absolutely, I love.
I think
Bernie.
it would have been a better fight. Even if he
Bernie
would have
should be the
lost,
guy,
even if he would have
right?
lost, it would have been. Listen, as a comedian entertainer, I think it would have been a more entertaining race to watch.
So let's just say Bernie. Okay, hands down, I think Bernie was the better one. Okay,
Yeah.
Who else then? Also, so I also like what's her name, Klobuchar. I liked her.
Tulsi
A lot.
Gabbard, I liked.
I don't like her, but I like Klobuchar.
Why didn't you like Tulsi?
Yes,
She's
I
a
like-
liberal's dream. She's a woman. She's a veteran. She's intelligent, and she's a minority. How she didn't become the liberal choice is beyond me.
I don't know.
Exactly. She fits all the check marks. You know what it is?
doesn't-
She's a little too centrist for them.
Probably.
She's too. Of course she is. She's too centrist for the real liberals.
I liked Klobuchar. She wasn't a leftist. I thought she was closer to the middle, somebody that I could be more comfortable with, closer to the middle.
Yeah.
And I didn't think she tried to stay on message, and they kept throwing this about Trump situation. And I've been saying this since the beginning. Gives a fuck about that dude, man. Fuck him, man. Fuck what he does. Fuck everything he says. Who gives a fuck? He is what he is, man. You got to try to reach the people who think that anybody that is questioning him is already questioning him, right?
Right.
Everybody who loves him ain't going nowhere. Everybody who hates him ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody who's like, I voted for him, but I don't know what the fuck I was voting for. I mean, I'm a Republican. I was voting for Republican. Kind of is fucked up. Kind of like, some people are going to be like that. And then what are you saying to me, Democrat guy? I'm saying this. Like, I already know he's questionable. What else are you saying? But you know what he said about the grabbing a pussy? Like, yeah, we know that. So, but what else do you got?
Yeah.
Oh, and then he was doing the Chinese right. Yeah, we know he did the dumb thing again.
Yeah.
What else do you got? He tweets bad stuff. Yeah, we know. Shut the fuck up, man. Who cares about him?
Yeah.
You got to get people to vote for you. That's what happened the last election. And I'm telling you, I've voted for a lot of presidents. All right. Last election was the first time everyone voted because they hated that guy.
Right.
Okay? I hate her, so I'm voting for him. I hate him, so I'm voting for her.
Yeah.
Right? Very few voted because they really loved the person they were voting for.
True.
I mean, the fucking underlying theme for every fucking political talk show was the lesser of two evils. That makes me sick to my stomach that's why you voted.
Yeah.
So I don't want that this year. I don't want to hear about the lesser's crazy. I don't give a fuck. What are you going to do that's great?
Right.
That's it. What are you going to do that's great, man? What are you going to do that's going to be awesome? That's it. That's all I want to hear. And if you're not saying that, I don't give a fuck. Bernie was saying stuff. So was Klobuchar. She was saying stuff. Like Mayor Pete, nice guy, but it's like, are you a robot? Do you know how to talk, just talk? Or is it always political speak talk? Because I don't want that. Biden's the same way. It's why I don't like about Biden. It's always, it's the thumb out. Let me tell you, we're going to make it better. I don't want to. I don't like any of that. However, with the way the insane country is now, maybe we need a little fucking president from the movies. You know what I mean? Maybe we need that guy in front of the fucking podium who's doing it like it used to be done.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't be shocked if they just push somebody else different.
Somebody who speaks respectful, someone who sounds intelligent, someone who can debate without shitting on you, someone who can say, like you just talk to the world like, we're in charge, however, you're humans too. Not, America's the best, you guys are the worst. Like, not that. Like, we need that. We need someone who is going to speak like fucking, what's his name, at a fucking, Independence Day. I need that.
Yeah, that's what the Democrats are going to inject Biden with the COVID, get him in the hospital, and then run Cuomo.
Yeah.
They won't.
I would take that.
That's what's going to happen. Anything going on in the chat before we start wrapping this up?
I haven't been looking.
I know. 'Cause I know you have a better view of the chat than me. My shit.
No, there's not really going on.
Nothing going on in the chat. They left us.
Yeah.
They're getting up for work tomorrow. They don't want to be late for work at home. Late for work at home.
What did I want to? I did want to tell you about something. I don't know if you remember what it was now.
For anyone listening on the audio podcast or the few people that are left in the chat, please join us Wednesday for our movie brackets. I may get James Cass as a guest because the other guy still hasn't messaged me back.
Okay.
So I asked him last week, but it was too late. He couldn't plan it because he has kids and stuff. But we'll try and get him for Wednesday.
Make sure Ethan's all right because I haven't even seen him at all. Yeah,
I sent him he accepted my friend request, and I sent him a message, but he never even read it.
Yeah. So okay.
So I'm not gonna. Anyway, one of our listeners, Mark, sent us a list of war movies if we ever do that in the future.
Okay.
And
maybe comedies first and then war movies.
Yeah, whatever we want. We're gonna be home for a while, so we can bang these out. I don't know if you wanted to maybe on Sundays. I wanted to do one picking the best. Someone gave me the recommendation, one of our listeners, of food, like the best pandemic food. So I think I was going to put out a post one day asking people to put their top 5 pandemic foods in the comments. Right. Like, were you
what stuff they've been really gavone?
Like the 5 must-have pandemic foods, and then we'll take the list of all of them. We'll kind of match up the ones that match,
right,
and then we'll put them into the bracket maker, and we're going to try and come out with the number 1 pandemic necessary food.
What about another thing is now with this the first time this ever happened, now looking back, what do you wish that you would have thought about before? You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I don't know why I didn't do this to my house. I didn't buy one of these. What is it that you realize you could really use in this?
I got that. It's easy.
What is it?
I have an extra freezer in the back. I could use 2.
Oh, okay.
Because, you want to buy... You can't buy all perishable stuff and shit.
Right.
You can't get food. Like every 2 weeks you can get food, so you got to stock up.
Right.
So you need that freezer space, or you're just going to be doing canned vegetables, which are very hard to get. Canned vegetables now, our delivery, we try to get like peas and carrots. Nope. Ain't coming this week.
Supermarket, you can't even buy one of each.
Yeah, it's lunacy. But these doomsday preppers, they knew it was up. So I'll tell you one thing that's going to be in my house for the fall: lots of canned vegetables. Even though I don't love them, but they're nice to have next to my Omaha steaks.
Absolutely. A can of peas?
Can of peas.
What? Is there anything better?
You know what? I was thinking of you the other day. It actually made me laugh because I made toast. And that joke you used to do, like when you got out of rehab or whatever, or like when you got done.
Oh, is this?
Like when like it would taste like filet mignon. I like. Yeah. I forgot the joke, but I was remembering it in my head while eating the toast.
I haven't done that, so yeah. So, is this toast? Oh my god! They put what is that on it? Butter.
Yeah, it was like it's such a great joke, but it's so true that like in tough times, like fucking toast, you're just like nothing makes you feel good like toast with butter.
You know what's awesome? Toast butter and like dip in oatmeal.
Dip it in the oatmeal?
So you make your oatmeal, get a little milk in your oatmeal and sugar, then toast and butter, and just scoop out some oatmeal on top of that toast and butter.
That's some southern shit probably, right? I never heard of that.
So good.
Wow. I'll have to try that.
Dude, just make some good oatmeal, which is good for you anyhow. You should be eating oatmeal anyhow, right?
Yeah.
Make a thing of oatmeal, throw some fucking milk on it or whatever you drink, almond milk. Then make some toast, some butter on it. Oh, fuck me, man.
Fuck me, man.
So I haven't eaten milk. I haven't eaten milk. Haven't eaten meat. It's over 6 weeks now, right?
Oh, wow.
So it's over 6 weeks.
I've been eating more meat than ever.
And today, they made a ham, and I swear to God, I had a piece of ham. I swear it couldn't have been smaller than a penny. I pulled the piece off. It just looked fat and gristly. I pulled it off and ate it. I never had another piece after that. I'm like, wow, why would you ruin your 6 weeks of no meat for that little pull of fat, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
But I didn't eat any more. Now I have dairy I've caved because I eat chocolate and cookies here and there. So that's tough. It's tough to stay away from dairy and eggs when that's in the stuff that I like.
Yeah,
in the
vegans
snack.
are having a tough time in quarantine.
Why?
Because I mean, it's tough to eat that way. Probably when you got to really stock up and know your shit.
No, yeah.
You know what
That's
I mean?
the thing.
I mean, I maybe not a veteran vegan like my friend MJ and her husband. They've been doing it for years, so their house is vegan all the time. But like, if you just started,
yeah, like me,
like you, it must be tough, man.
So I ate vegetable pasta, like vegetables that ground into pasta. Really good. I had one. It was called greens. It was it was ground up spinach and kale.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rollantinis with a fucking organic sauce on top of it. Dude, it was so fucking good.
Yeah.
The spinach, zucchini, fucking kale pasta thing was so good. It was so good. So I ate that. I ate meatless. I make meatless pasta sauce.
Yeah.
Like that Beyond Meat. I grind it up. Throw it in
Stuff's
sauce.
pretty good, man. Like I always tell people, if you don't eat meat before that, like if you just go, it's not bad.
No. Now I said it's like I like it. It's like I'm not if I'm eating that because I want to taste a burger, you're going to be disappointed.
Right.
But if you eat that because you don't want to eat a burger, you're eating that.
True.
That's good.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So
I just got brisket burgers in the mail. Yeah, baby. Can't wait to eat those motherfuckers.
what kind?
Brisket burgers.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, and they're thick.
I'm quitting meat, and all you do every week is talk about meat.
I know, because I didn't know what else to get because everything else is out of stock, but Omaha Steaks keeps coming through.
Nice.
So I've been on like a carnivore diet, eating all types of meat. I mean,
all right, guys.
But
Want to wrap it?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. All right, everybody, go subscribe to the audio podcast if you haven't. Also, subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, so you can watch us live.
And tune in Wednesday because we hump day with the boys. We'll go over our movie bracket this week.
All right, guys, take care.